During my 10 years here at TLI, I have been a part of so many projects that have really been impactful for our clients and their customers. And I think especially during the COVID pandemic, we were a key part of some of our clients who were really on the front ends of dealing with the vaccines and working on the packaging for the vaccines and all of the hand sanitizer and gloves and toilet paper and everything that everybody was trying to find, right? We were part of actually getting that product on the shelves, getting that vaccine into the hands of, our first responders and in the general public, right? And that was just such a rewarding thing to be a part of something so big and impactful. Probably one of the biggest memories that I've got here.
When COVID occurred, all carriers started increasing rates. Clients started holding on their payments, so I had to adapt our collections process and our payment process to ensure that carriers were getting paid timely and giving clients a little bit more grace period so that they were able to operate with the changes through COVID. So we all had to work together as a partnership rather than being aggressively chasing cash or holding on to cash.
One time I had to deal with a challenging issue. There was a carrier who did not pick up, and the customer was very upset because this was a very, very important shipment that needed to go out like yesterday. So what we did was when the carrier missed, the next morning we got an expedite to come in and rescue the load. The customer was super grateful, and the shipment actually delivered on time and everything went really well. So we avoided a situation that could have been really, really bad.
A couple months ago, I had an account call me asking me about their international shipment. And so I got with the international team, and we figured it out that they didn't use us to bring this over for them. They went through a different way. They went through a different company. So fast forward, we're finding now that that it's going into storage. We have to get this delivered so they don't continue accruing storage fees. We finally do it, we get everything done, we're quoted one thing, and at the end of the day, they ended up charging us 3 times what they had originally quoted us. So we go back and forth through customer service. I finally bring it up to the president of the company. I get to talk to him, I explain the situation, and he came back to us and he made good on his promise and he charged us what he originally said, so we saved them thousands of dollars.
So when I think about adapting quickly to unexpected challenges, I reflect on closer to the beginning of my time here with TLI, which was less than a year ago. And when there's always changes in personnel, and I was focused on running sales, and account management became another department that was going to be something I had to understand, learn, and manage. And that happened one day all of a sudden. It gave me more responsibility, but it certainly gave me something new to figure out how I was going to approach.
Yeah, so a very important customer approached us with a very challenging problem that we had to face. They had won a contract for freight in New York, and prior to being awarded the contract, they didn't know that the assembly of the product had to actually be assembled in New York. So their manufacturing and assembly plant was in Virginia. So they had to scramble, hey, what are we going to do here? We already have the commitment, but we don't have the infrastructure to execute this. What Translogistics was able to do rapidly, in less than 2 weeks, was to take all their historical data out of their plant in Virginia and to change the parameters and run it through our rating engine to optimize the freight as though it had been sourced to a potential plant they were exploring in New York, and then what the transportation cost would be for moving it from there to its final destination in New York.